Good morning and happy Monday. It is the 12th of October and we are going to have an awesome week together. I just want to share some of our assignments with you for this week and give you an overview of what you have going on for math and science and social studies. So this week you'll see in your Google Classroom page all of your assignments have been posted and your assignment sheet is posted. If you click on your assignment sheet right here, you'll see that in the math section, this week on Monday and Tuesday, we're going to finish up with our last lesson in Module 3, which talks about multiplying by 3s and 6. We've learned how to multiply by our 0s, our 2s, our 4s, our 5s, and our 10s. So now today and tomorrow, in whole group and then small group tomorrow, we're going to really focus on our 3s and our 6s. Now, on Wednesday and Thursday this week, we're going to review all of those math facts that we've learned and those strategies for those facts. And on Friday, we're going to take our Module 3 tests. So you'll do that just like you've taken your other tests, which you've done a great job with. You're going to go into your HMH Ed app and take those tests, or that test, excuse me. So for math this week, for your assignments, the first assignment that you have is an interactive reteach, is what it's called right here. That reviews the lesson 3.3 that we're going to be working on today and tomorrow. So that focuses just on multiplying by 3s and 6s. Then there's 3 short assignments in here. This may look like a lot, but these are short. So each of these 3 short assignments reviews those math facts. So the first one reviews the 2s and 4s. The second one reviews your 5s and your 10s. And then the third one reviews your 3s and your 6s. Now, the only other thing that you have to turn in this week is your Module 3 practice test. And I've posted that in your HMH Ed app. Please do that before you take your actual test. Sometimes I have people take their module test and then on Sunday they turn in their practice test. But I really want you to use that practice test to actually help you study for the real test. I don't give a grade for this practice test. I just give a completion grade to show me that you've done it. So I really want you to use that as a good time to make mistakes if you need to correct those mistakes and to learn how to solve those problems. And you guys have probably learned by now, on Thursday, our second review day, we are going to go through those practice problems from the practice test. So I would encourage you to do that by Thursday so that you can have it done before your test on Friday, okay? Now, you'll also see that I've asked you to work in iReady and in extra math. So please make sure that you've done both of those things this week. For science, we're starting a new unit. So we were talking about force and motion and friction. This week, we're starting a unit, and it's called The Power of Flowers. I love this unit. Normally, we grow different flowers and we grow beans in our classroom. But since we don't get to do that this year, there's some really cool online opportunities to grow things. And the Mystery Science gives you ways that you can do this at home. So we're really going to start learning about what flowers are, how they're pollinated, what they need to survive, how they interact with the environment. So we're going to learn all about that this week. Now, we're going back to where we listen to Mystery Science and then no quiz, and then the next week take the quiz, and then we listen and then take the quiz. So we're going back to that format. So for this week, you only need to watch the Mystery 1 lesson. There's no Google form, okay? Next week, you will see a Google form about this week's lesson. So just make sure that you've watched it and done that experiment if you would like to, okay? Now, for social studies this week, we're working on week 9, and this is the same routine you're used to. Once you read week 9, you're going to listen to some of the videos if you'd like to, and then take your week 9 social studies quiz that is a Google form, okay? That's also in your Google Classroom. Now, our schedule is a little bit different this week. So it used to be that we only had whole group on 2 days, but now on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are going to do whole group lessons. So if you're in my homeroom, you will have from 8 to 9:30 the math, science, and social studies. It's all going to be in that one lesson. We're going to do it all together. And then you go to Miss Stackhouse from 10 to 11:30 for all of your reading. So if you're in her homeroom, you're going to go to her for reading from 8 to 9:30, and then to me for your math from 10 to 11:30. So we did this so that you guys can only have to really log into us once on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And that way you guys won't have to go on and off of Google Meets all day long. So in the afternoons, I'm going to have my Google Meet pulled up. If you guys want to ask me questions or if you have something that you need help with, from 12 to 1 o'clock on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, my Google Meet will just be open and available for you to click the link and come in and ask me questions. When you get to college, your professors will call this office hours. It just means an hour where the teacher's in the classroom for you to ask her questions. So that's what I'm going to call them, is Mrs. Carter's office hours. Now on Tuesday and Thursday, we will still have our small group schedule. Just check and make sure you're not in a different small group. I did move a few people around that I thought it would help them if I moved, okay? So that is all we have for this week. You will see that the slides are updated. Our schedules are in here. If you need anything, just send me an email or a message in Google Classroom and I'll get back with you, okay? Let's have an awesome week together. Bye, everyone.